Okay, hey, welcome to Yaks Fitness channel. It's Chris Yakinchuk here, the owner. I have with me Hiab. We signed a little personal disclosure, so I'm not wearing a mask for the intense purpose just of this video, okay? Anyway, today I'm going to show you a very, very unique video. To my knowledge, I haven't seen anyone do this before. A lot of you may have apparatus at home, just a single cable. You might be limited to what you have the resources to. I'm going to actually show you a full, legit shoulder workout just using one piece of apparatus, just simply an upper and lower pulley. All right, and you're going to enjoy this workout. So definitely hit subscribe and like. Now, just as if you're doing a machine shoulder press, barbell shoulder press, big believer, the barbell is just going to be just on the outside of your shoulder, a full range of motion, and then dropping down to just about chin level. So I always have my people, don't bounce off your shoulder, put stress on your bouncing it off your collarbone. Full range of motion, keep tension, keep a little bit of engagement in that shoulder. She's dropping it down to about chin level and then full, and she's going to come up nice and high, keeping her elbow at about 90 degrees, and that's pretty good resistance for her right now. Whoop, just getting out on you a little bit. Okay, good, you're done. Bring it down nice and gently. And usually you can tell when you're getting, you're running out of steam, always keeping your arm perpendicular to the floor, regardless of what technique you use, dumbbells, machine. You start going out like this, you put yourself in a bad position. You're grabbing an 80-pound or 100-pound dumbbell, maybe not me, but, and you're grabbing it out here and it gets away on you, you're gonna put yourself in a very bad situation very quickly. So be smart about it. So you notice you start going out a little bit, bring it in safely, bring it down. Okay, so that we could do our shoulder presses really nicely on there. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that first exercise. I would definitely do a warm-up or two and then add a little bit of weight and do about 4 or 5 sets with that last exercise. So now we're going to move on to a side lateral. And if you're writing down any notes or anything, we call this one a standing. You could do this seated or whatever. We'll call this one a standing side lateral with cable, specifically the low cable. So Miss Hiab's going to grab the low cable. And she's going to demonstrate. Now the nice thing about doing this one as opposed to a dumbbell, your dumbbell engages about 45 degrees and in theory it's right at parallels with its most weight. Now grabbing a cable, immediately her shoulder is engaged. And once again, she's raising it to shoulder height and bringing it just across her body. So there's always engagement in the shoulder. Really nice. She's making a great effort to get her elbow up. And a lot of people say like you're pouring juice, so you're not just lifting like a broken wing and anterior deltoid work. She's trying to hit that side lateral part of the deltoid. And that looks really good. Nice job. Tough exercise, but it does make the physique look much, much more different. I always tell my people, something. A tennis player, golfer, they can look very athletic. But someone that's in the gym, to give them that look, shoulder development goes a long way for male and female. All right. Okay, we're going to do another exercise for our rear delts, posterior deltoids, if you will. This one's going to be bent over rear delt. If you want to also be more specific, done with low cable. All right. And everything that we're showing you for intensive purposes for the video, make sure you're obviously doing an equal amount of sets on your opposite arm. All right. So if you're doing 4 sets at the right, you're going back and forth. Right. No, we're just showing you right arms today, or left arm. Okay. So let's go ahead on this one. And once again, with the rear delt, as soon as she grabs the cable here, her posterior deltoid is engaged. So she's going to bring it just across the midline, the center line of her body, bring it up to about parallel. And her rear delt is engaged. Wow, it's like I don't know, it's like a hard-boiled egg or something. I can't think of something else. Very nice. A lot of different ways to do rear delts on a butterfly machine. Cable, once again, this is one piece of apparatus. I'm going to show you the whole body as we are. Very strict movement doing this. Okay, for another angle of our shoulders, we're going to do is anterior deltoid, our front delts. And we're going to do this one on the low cable. Great exercise. Once again, it completes the shoulder. And all we're doing today is beating up our shoulders. from just a bunch of different angles to shock it, all right, into some new growth. So Miss Hieb's going to demonstrate this one. Most of you have at least a straight bar at home. It doesn't matter what kind of apparatus you have. Most apparatus come with this straight bar, so it's pretty common. She is going to lift it up to approximately shoulder height, and once again, her deltoids are engaged pretty much through the whole movement, contracting at the top, coming down, and they're still actually pretty engaged. She did a great job, nice and smooth. And front delt, she's going to be able to do also about 10, 12 reps. And most exercises for you at home, keep it around 10 or 12 reps. Feeling a little bit strong, put a little bit more weight and drop it down to maybe 8. Stuff with the cable, I tend to do, 10 to 12, even 15 reps. And you can keep it nice and strict with the cables. Looks really nice. Okay, for yet another exercise I'm going to show you, we're going to do an upright rows. These ones do hit the traps a little bit on the posterior delt or rear delt as well. I don't have the ladies doing these quite as much as I do with the men, but yes, the ladies are still going to do them. Just maybe not quite as heavy and not as frequently. Ms. Hieb's going to demonstrate this exercise once again on a low cable, and I hope you are genuinely enjoying this video of legit shoulder workout, all done on this one simple cable. Very simple. She's keeping the bar very close to her body. She's not standing back and putting extra stress on her joints. She's keeping it nice and smooth towards her body. If I was going to criticize anything on Ms. Hieb, having her head pointed downward slightly, not to strain her neck, just keep it nice and neutral. And she's lifting up with her elbows. Yep. So she's not doing reverse bicep curls like some of them. When you go to the big box gyms, you always see people doing upright rows and they're just doing bicep curls. So let the shoulder do all the work. Looks really good. Upright rows for pretty much anyone. I always like to say 12 to 15 reps on this one. Yeah.
I've done about 18.
You did about 18. Okay, welcome back. We're going to finish up with basically what people call on the internet face pulls. It's a very common name. We call it face pulls. It in fact is a row. A lot of people do it for their posterior deltoids or rear delts. And a lot of people will do these, including myself. I like to do any kind of rowing with my back. But when you involve the upper part of the back, a lot of people tend to put them with shoulders. So that's what we're going to do today. So she's going to do this. And for today, we're going to keep it about parallel to her chin. She's going to get a nice deep stance so she's solid.
Let me hold it in the middle.
Right in the middle is good, and she's going to pull it nice and far back and contract her rear delts. Boom, and then she's stretching them out. And once again, Ms. Hieb demonstrates very good technique. That's really nice and smooth. Rear delts are contracted really nice. She's opened up. And the rear delts, a lot of people neglect this. I do have to say, everyone knows I'm a national judge from these videos. And a lot of people neglect these at a early part in their stage. They just don't think, oh, it's not a big fancy beach muscle, no one's going to come. Well, look at his rear delts or hers. But it really completes the back rear double bicep poses, just the way the back's put together. So very important not to neglect your rear delts. Looks really good.
17, 18.
Oh, you're always doing 18.
19. More?
Yeah, you're good. That looks really nice. So once again, I really did hope you enjoyed these videos. We showed you a full shoulder workout, the press and side laterals, upright rows, rear delts, posterior delts, laterals, all on one piece of cable. One piece of cable, that's it. So I hope you liked it, so like it. Subscribe to it. We're going to have a lot of cool, badass videos coming up for you, all right? And thank you, Ms. Hieb, once again.
You're welcome. Shoulders on fire, but thank you.
And make sure you're doing both sides, by the way. To keep the video nice and crisp, we just showed you on one arm or the other. So make sure you're doing 4 sets on both. And keep your workouts 16, 20 reps, that's lots. 20 sets, sorry.